Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to share with you why I chose to move to the US. This video is going to be a little bit more personal compared to all of my previous videos that I've made so far. I've debated if I should make this video or not, but in the end I decided that I wanted to have an open and honest relationship with you guys, with my audience. I wanted you guys to know who I am and how I see the world. So without further ado, let's get into it. A couple of months before my big move, I was accepted into medical school in my hometown of Bucharest, Romania. It was a significant achievement, but it came with mixed feelings because I was just 18 years old and I just wasn't sure if I was ready to commit to a lifelong career in medicine. At that point, my knowledge of what it means to be a doctor was very limited. It was mostly based on me watching the show Grey's Anatomy and from stories that I heard from my dad. I felt like I didn't have enough information to make such a big decision at such a young age. The responsibility seemed immense, and I wanted to be absolutely sure that this was the right path for me. Then the idea of going to college in the US started to take shape. After many sleepless nights and discussions with my parents, I decided to go for it. The main reason was that I liked the idea that the education system in the US is more well-rounded. Most college students in the US spend some time taking classes outside of their chosen major. So for example, you could be a biology major, say, and still take classes in literature or psychology, the arts, writing, and much more. College in the US would give me 4 more years to deepen my science knowledge and gain some real-world experience in hospital before deciding if I wanted to become a doctor. It was a chance for me to explore my interests and to confirm my career path without the immediate pressure of going to medical school. On the other hand, if I would have stayed in Romania, I would have had to make that decision at the age of 18, like everybody else that lives there. And I just wasn't ready to do that yet. Another big reason why moving to the US seemed appealing to me is because it would allow me to deepen my relationship with my dad. So my dad moved to the US when I was 4 years old. And so coming here for college would allow me to have a more meaningful relationship with my father for the first time in a long time. And yes, we saw each other every summer or as often as we could for 2 to 3 weeks at a time, but that's different. Now my school was about an hour away from his house, and so he was relatively close by and we could have the opportunity to spend more time together. Of course, the decision to leave to the US meant that I had to pack everything I owned into a few small suitcases and leave my home in the city that I grew up in. Saying goodbye to my friends was tough, but the hardest part by far was saying goodbye to my mom and to my brother. I knew that I would only see them once a year from that point on. And the thought of leaving my family was completely heartbreaking, as you can imagine, but I thought that it was a necessary step for my future. Despite the heartache, there was a bright side. There was the promise of starting fresh into a new country was very exciting to me. So I took the ACTs, I worked on my college essays, and after many months of doubt and stress, I was admitted to a small college in North Carolina with 2 scholarships. So life was good. The first semester of college was pure bliss. I met so many amazing people. I lived in the math and science building, and I was surrounded by incredibly smart people. The campus was beautiful. It had oak trees and perfectly manicured lawns. It felt like a dream come true. Living away from home for the first time made everything feel new and exciting. I was finally in charge of my own schedule, from deciding what I wanted to wear to planning when I'm gonna go to the gym. I just had so much freedom, and I had the opportunity to explore my interests and my passions without any restrictions. This newfound sense of freedom made me fall in love with my adoptive country. For the first time ever, I was in control of my life. I had access to quality education, and I was surrounded by great people. I could see that the future was bright, and it was filled with endless opportunities. Moving to the US was one of the most challenging yet rewarding decisions that I've ever made. It gave me the chance to grow, to learn, and to dream bigger than ever before. If you're thinking about taking a leap of faith like I did, remember that the world is full of opportunities just waiting for you. If this topic was interesting to you, I wanted to let you know that I wrote a book called The Immigrant Journey: How to Make the Most of Your Life in a New Country. You can find the book at the link in the description box. Thank you so much for watching this video and for following me on my journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below if you have any questions for me, or just if you want to share your story with me. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.